morning students. In last class what we have learned, in last class we have learned about process of fiber into wool and also health hazard associated with the wool production. Today we are going to see about next animal fiber. The next animal fiber is silk. Silk fiber. In this class we are going to see about silk fiber and also the production of silk and also the production of silk. Okay, first we see the story began the silk fiber. One day the Chinese princess, her name is Zai Lingxi. Her name is Zai Lingxi. The Chinese princess name is Zai Lingxi. She stood with a cup of tea under a mulberry tree. Suddenly the silkworm fell into her tree. He observed it is a shining fiber. She observed it is a shining fiber. One day the Chinese princess Zai Lingxi stood with a cup of tea under a mulberry tree. அவங்க என்ன பண்ணாங்க, mulberry tree க்கு அடியில உட்கார்ந்து டீ குடிச்சிட்டு இருந்தாங்க. And at that time the silkworm of the cocoon fell into her tree. Silkworm of the cocoon fell into her tree. She observed it is a shining fiber. She observed it is a shining fiber. As it began to unwind. From that historic moment, Chinese discovered the silk fiber. First, Chinese discovered silk fiber. From that historic moment, Chinese discovered the silk fiber, and also they kept the art of fiber for next 3000 years. Next, we move to the next topic, sericulture. What is meant by sericulture? Sericulture is a practice of rearing silkworm for silk. What is meant by sericulture? Sericulture is என்னது, பட்டுப்புழு வளர்ப்பு. What is meant by sericulture? Sericulture is a practice of rearing silkworm for silk. Silkworm for silk. Silkwormல இருந்து silk எடுக்கிறதுக்காண்டி இவ்வளவு practice வந்து it is a sericulture. Next, we move to the next topic, characteristics of silk. Characteristics of silk. Silk is very soft and also shiny. Silk is very soft and also shiny, and it is cool in summer and warm in winter. Silk fiber is very soft and shiny and it is cool in summer and warm in winter. The next character is it absorbs moisture. Next characteristic, it absorbs moisture. And also it dyed very easy. It dyed easily. It can be dyed easily, and the silk fiber is the strongest for all natural fibers. It is very strongest. Silk fiber is strongest fiber. Silk fiber is the strongest fiber. Okay. What is meant by sericulture? Sericulture is a practice of rearing silkworm for silk. Sericulture is a practice of rearing silkworm for silk. What is the characteristics of silk? Its silk is very soft and shiny, and it is cool in summer and warm in winter, and it absorbs moisturizer, and also it can be dyed easily, and it is the strongest fiber. Silk fiber is the strongest fiber for all natural, ella natural fibers oda silk fiber is the strongest fiber. Okay, first we have learned the story of silk fiber. What is the story? The Chinese princess Zhai Lingxi stood with a cup of tea under a mulberry tree. Suddenly the cocoon fell into her tree. She observed it is a shining fiber. First the Chinese only discovered the silk fiber. The Indian and Chinese silk are popular throughout the world. Okay, this is a story behind the silk fiber. Next, sericulture and also the characteristics of silk. Next, move to the next topic. Let's see the life cycle of silk moth. Let's see the life cycle of silk moth. A silk moth has 4 stages. One is egg. It has 4 stages. One is egg. And another one is larva or caterpillar, and another stage is pupa, and another stage is silk moth. So the life cycle of silk moth has 4 stages. One is egg, and another one is larva or caterpillar, and another one is pupa, and another one is silk moth. It has a very complicated life cycle. Okay, it has a very complicated cycle. First, the female silk moth laid, this is a mulberry leaf. The female silk moth laid 400 eggs. The female silk moth laid 400 eggs on the mulberry leaves. Mulberry leaves mela 400 eggs vandu laid பண்ணுது. So the female silk moth laid 400 eggs on the mulberry leaves. Next, the larvae emerge out from these eggs. The larvae or caterpillar emerge out from these eggs. The larvae or caterpillar emerge out from these eggs. First, the silk moth laid, the female silk moth laid 400 eggs. 400 eggs laid on the mulberry leaf. Then the caterpillar or larvae emerge out from these eggs, and these caterpillars feed on mulberry leaves. The caterpillar, this is caterpillar feed on the mulberry leaves. அது என்னது eat பண்ணும்? mulberry leaves eat பண்ணும். mulberry leaves eat பண்ணி அது வந்து it's grow bigger and bigger. Okay, these caterpillar feed on the mulberry leaves, it grows bigger and bigger. Then it secretes salivary glands. What is mean by salivary glands? உமிழ்நீர் சுரப்பி அப்படினு சொல்லுவோம்ல. So the caterpillar secretes salivary glands. This secretion is very continuous. This secretion is continuous, and it also contact with air. It also contact with air. The secretion is changed into fine thread, thin thread. Okay, the secretion is continuous and is also contact with air. It changes into thread. Okay, first, the female adult moth laid 400 eggs. The larva or caterpillar emerge out from these eggs, and the caterpillar feed the mulberry leaves, and it grows bigger and bigger. And next, the salivary gland, the caterpillar secretes salivary gland. Salivary gland means உமிழ்நீர் சுரப்பி, and it also continuous and narrow. If the secretion is continuous, so it changes into long thread. It contact with air and it changes into long thread. It is around 3000 feet long. It is around 3000 feet long. The next stage is pupa. The thread becomes wrapped around the body of the cocoon. This is a cocoon, and the pupa is inside the cocoon, and the thread is wrapped around the body of the cocoon. இதுக்கு மேல என்னபடி thread வந்து அப்படி wrap ஆகி இருக்கும். அதுக்குள்ள என்ன இருக்கு? pupa. This thread is used for silk industry. So இந்த thread தான் நம்ம என்ன பண்றோம்? silk industry ல யூஸ் பண்றோம். Then this caterpillar change into pupa. This caterpillar also change into pupa, and after 10 or 12 days, the perfect silk moth emerge out from this cocoon. The caterpillar change into pupa, and after 12 days, the silk moth emerge out from this cocoon. In 4 to 6 days, the female moth lays. Around the cycle is repeat. Okay, and 4 to 6 days, the female silk moth lays 400 eggs, and next in the another cycle also start. Okay, this is the life cycle of silk moth. It has 4 stages. One is egg, and another one is larva, and another one is pupa, and another one is silk moth. First, the female silk moth laid 400 eggs on the mulberry leaves, and the caterpillar emerged out from these leaves and it feed on the other mulberry leaves. இது பண்ணி அது வந்து பெருசா வளருது, growth bigger and bigger. The caterpillar feed the mulberry leaves and it secretes the salivary glands. உமிழ்நீர் சுரக்குது. The secretion is continuous and it contact with air. So it changes into, the secretion is converted into fine thread, okay, fine thread and long thread. It is around 3000 feet long, okay, the thread is around 3000 feet long, and the thread becomes wrapped around the cocoon. The thread becomes wrapped around the body of the cocoon, and the caterpillar changes into pupa. Then this thread is used for silk industry. This thread is used for silk industry. After 10 or 12 days, perfect silk moth is emerge out from this pupa, and in 4 to 6 days the female moth, the 4 to 6 days the female silk moth lays 400 eggs, and another life cycle of the silk moth is started. Next we move to the next topic, silk production. Already I said the life cycle of silk moth. The female silk moth laid eggs on the mulberry leaves, and these eggs are the caterpillar or emerge out from these eggs. The caterpillar or emerge out from these eggs. The caterpillar feed the mulberry leaves. And next stage is the caterpillar change into pupa. The caterpillars are changed into pupa. Then the cocoon are collected and put into cotton. After the next stage is the caterpillar change into pupa, and the pupa is inside and outer is cocoon, and inside the pupa. The pupa is collected, the cocoon are collected and put into the water. The caterpillar spin a cocoon around them. The caterpillar spin cocoon around them, and the cocoon are collected and put into hot water. These cocoons are collected and put into the hot water. The silk fiber are then taken out and unwound from the cocoon. This silk fiber taken out from this cocoon and unwound from the cocoon. The silk fiber are then taken out and unwound from the cocoon. The silk fibers are taken out from the cocoon. This process is called reeling. What is meant by reeling? The silk fibers are taken out from the cocoon. The silk fibers are the cocoon la enna pandranga, silk fibers edukranga. In the process per enadhu reeling. Then it's changed into yarn. So silk fiber is changed into silk yarn. This process is telling the silk fiber is changed into silk yarn. Okay, do you clearly understood? And these fibers are spun into silk thread. These fibers are used to spun into silk thread. So these fibers are used to spun into silk thread. This is used for woven the fabric. So it is used for to make the fabric, silk fabric. Okay, first silk production. First in the silk moth is female silk moth produce lays eggs, and these eggs are changed into the caterpillar are emerge out from these eggs, and the caterpillars are then changed into pupa. These pupas are collected and put it into the hot water, and next these cocoons are taken out from the silk fibers are then taken out from the cocoon, and this process is called reeling. Then the silk fiber is spun into thread, so spun into silk thread. Okay, this is the process of silk production. Next we see the health hazards associated with the silk production. Burns are common as workers continuously worked in boiling water. So உங்களுக்கு burns வந்து ஏற்படலாம், கையில் வந்து காய அந்த மாதிரி பாயிலிங் வாட்டரில் வந்து கண்டினியூஸாக ஒர்க் பண்ணுறனால. Exposure to loud noise during the weaving and spinning, it can result in permanent hearing damage. Because the loud noise during the weaving and spinning process It can result also permanent hearing damage. These are the health hazards associated with the health production. Okay student, I hope do you clearly understood today's topic, what is life cycle of the silk moth and also silk production and also the health hazards associated with the silk production. Thank you students.